I'm on another Turo Turo outing today. I'm in Beltsville, Maryland at Manila Mart, a leading Filipino grocery and Turo Turo cafe here in the Washington, D.C. area. They have a wide range of selections. I'll be getting a lot of stuff to try. Come along on today's episode. Okay, I'm in Beltsville, Maryland today. I just got my food from Manila Mart, and I think Manila Mart is one of the leading Filipino Turo Turo places here in the northern part of Prince George's County. So just to get you oriented, Prince George's County is on the kind of northeastern and southeastern side of Washington, D.C. It kind of wraps around the city in that way, on the northeast and southeast sides of the city. And the Beltway, that ring road that goes around Washington, D.C., if you can picture that in your head, Beltsville is at the top of that ring. And there's a lot of Filipinos. I think the community in Prince George's County is fairly sizable. And I think most of the Filipinos, however, live in southern Prince George's County. And I haven't gotten around to that area yet to make videos. Today I'm in Beltsville, and Manila Mart, as I mentioned, is one of the leading places, and it was very crowded today. Everyone was out. Everyone was eager to eat some Filipino food. The Filipino community was out in full force. But I got some pancit palabok, or just palabok as it's called. It's a noodle dish. It's a pancit dish. With some sort of cellophane or clear noodles. And let me just look down on it. It has shrimp and egg pieces on top. I think there is a shrimp-based gravy on top, and there's some chicharron kind of interspersed into the gravy, which gives it a kind of crusty look on the exterior. I don't think I've ever had palabok before, pancit palabok. Maybe a long time ago at someone's house, or maybe something like that, but I can't remember ordering it ever at a Turo Turo place or at a Filipino restaurant. Other than Jollibee. I think they sell it there. They call it Fiesta Palabok, maybe? I think that's what it's called there, but I'm sure this is much better. Let me just dig in and, let me give it a try. Ooh, look at this. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Let me get some more to form an impression. Oh. Yeah, those noodles are pretty thick. I had in my mind an image of those noodles being more thin, maybe, not as thick. These remind me of those kind of mung bean noodles or some sort of bean-based noodle that they use in Korean cuisine. It reminds me of those type of noodles, actually. That is my baseline because I've had those Korean noodles before. Okay, on those first few bites, I didn't get a lot of that gravy. Let me dig in here and get some of that gravy. I think that'll change my impression of it. Oh yeah. Yeah, that adds a lot of lubrication and savoriness to it. Wow. Ooh, ooh. Mmm. I'm tasting, kind of a salty savoriness, and but I don't taste a distinctive shrimpiness necessarily. I don't get a kind of a fermented taste at all. I don't know if the shrimp based gravy is fermented or not, but I don't taste, a very strong, potent shrimp flavor. Not that there is one here because I'm not that familiar with palabok, but it is tasty. And let me let me work my way around it and dig into this thing. And let me get some of the eggs. Hopefully, it won't drop. Here's the eggs and the noodles. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah. The yolk on that egg adds a little bit of creaminess as I'm eating it. Let me try some of the shrimp. Ooh. Mmm. Yeah, the shrimp isn't highly seasoned. It looks like the kind of shrimp that you would find in shrimp fried rice. It reminds me of that. And there is a shrimp flavor coming off the shrimp, obviously, and it's good. This is really good, actually. Mmm. The gentleman helping me at the counter said that I didn't need rice with this because I was asking, should I eat the palabok with rice? And he said that most people don't because it's already starchy. So, but in Chinese culture, you commonly do eat cellophane noodles or glass noodles, vermicelli noodles, things like that. You do eat them with rice. So, I guess these noodles you don't eat it with rice. Mmm. I got chicken inasal and sisig. And it comes with either white rice or garlic rice, and I got the garlic rice. And I think I'm going to dig into the sisig first. And if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a pork hash that's made up of chopped up pieces from the head of the pig. And I asked the gentleman who was helping me at the counter, as I was looking over all the options, all the Turo Turo point and scoop options, I was asking him what's in the sisig. Sometimes maybe other pieces are in there other than from the head. He said it was all head pieces. So I'm thinking ears and cheeks and snout. I don't know what else, but let me just dig in. I've had this before, but it's been a long time. Let me just, I'm trying to get, I'm going to get a piece here. It's not really a piece. They're kind of it's kind of clumped together a little bit. And there's a lot going on in this little clump. I can see distinctive meaty pieces and then like maybe fatty bits and cartilage and all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, wow. Mmm. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Let me just chase that real quick with some garlic rice. Yeah. That garlic rice with the garlicky flavor acts almost like a palate cleanser because the sisig is so rich and fatty. And what really struck me when I was eating it, texturally, you got meaty bits and the fatty bits, and that cartilage is, really comes through. You get the sensation of cartilage as you're eating that. Let me get another bite. There's some rubbery bits too. I think there's some skin in there. Wow. And it tastes like maybe they have already squeezed some calamansi or some lime in there, because I'm tasting something like that. Wow. I don't know if you're supposed to dip the sisig in some sort of condiment. I didn't get anything to go with it, but if I'm missing a condiment, let me know in the comments. Because I mean, it tastes good the way it is, but I don't know if I'm missing something, because maybe I'm supposed to dip it in something. I don't know. But here's some rice, and here's some more porky bits. Okay, also in this box is chicken inasal, and I guess this is a sort of Filipino barbecue. As I'm looking at it, it does remind me of some sort of barbecue. I think it's grilled chicken, and it's treated with calamansi and maybe some vinegar and pepper. I think that those are the main ingredients to flavor the chicken. I don't think I've ever had this. And in fact, of the Turo Turo places I've been to so far, filming these episodes, I don't think I've ever come across chicken inasal before. And it looks a little bit saucy, and maybe the best way to go is just to pick it up and eat it with my hands. Ooh, I'm gonna grab the drumstick first and bite into that piece. Okay, here it goes. Oh, wow. There is a pepperiness and a kind of sweetness to that sauce. I don't know what gives it the sweetness. Maybe a tinge of sourness too. So this is good. This one is very similar. I wouldn't say it's the same as a kind of American style Southern barbecue. The sauce, I mean. But yeah, it's very similar to that, I think. Some of the sauce and some of the pieces came off the leg, and so it's kind of intermingled with the rice. So let me try it with the rice now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That inasal sauce is really good with the rice, with the garlic rice. Wow. And it has much more zing to it, a pop to it, really. As I'm eating it with the rice, I can really taste the sourness and the pepperiness of it. It comes through much more readily on that bite with the rice. Wow. Okay, in my next box of food, I have beef caldereta and bistec. Two beef selections. Oh, I'm going to try the caldereta first. Ooh. Oh, wow. It reminds me of that classic cubed beef that you see in a lot of different kinds of beef stew preparations. And that tomato flavor does come across. It's not overly tangy and sour. It's a very balanced kind of flavor. Ooh, wow, this is a big piece. They are not playing around. I mean, look at this. Wow. There are some large chunks of beef in this caldereta. Wow, they did a really good job with the beef, because it's not like they have a lot of fat. If you don't have the fat helping you out, you can overcook that beef very easily. In the box next to the beef caldereta, I have bistec. And I'm familiar with that word from Latin American cuisine. In Peruvian food, the word bistec is also used, and whenever I see that word, it's always some sort of steak or beef, and I think it just means steak, right? So this is the Filipino version of bistec, I guess. Let me just poke it and try a piece. Wow. Well, I mean, you want it to be moist and tender, and it is. That bistec would be a failure if it were tough, because it's just meat. It's not there's not a lot of other things helping it out, and it has a mild sourness. So there's some sort of souring agent, maybe vinegar or calamansi or something along those lines, and it has a dark appearance. So I'm guessing soy sauce is also involved. Okay, I'm preparing the next bite. It's going to have rice, a lot of the sauce, and a piece of beef. Ooh. Wow. You know, one thing I'm really learning is how important the sour flavor is to Filipino cuisine. I mean, not that I didn't know that already. I was, very, very cognizant of that. I have been ever since, I started visiting Turo Turo places with any regularity. I'm always expecting to find something, bolstered by vinegar, and this one certainly is, but, it's not overdone the way the vinegar is used in Filipino cuisine. It's done very adeptly so that it really balances out the savoriness. It's kind of really, a really integral dance between the soy sauce and the vinegar whenever those two things are being used together. Wow. Okay, as I'm wrapping up this episode, I have some dessert. There were a bunch of dessert items available at Manila Mart. I got these, the carioca. I believe they are glutinous rice flour balls, and they are sweetened with coconut sugar. I think that's what it is. This top one got a little flattened because it was squished by one of my lunch boxes as I was carrying it over here. But I think it's still good. Let me try it. Let me try this top one. Oh man, that is good. Wow. I didn't know what to expect. Wow, that kind of caught me off guard. That's really good. That sugary coating on the exterior forms a kind of crusty, shellacked layer. And when you bite into it, it snaps and cracks, and you have that kind of crispy, crackly kind of exterior. And the inside is glutinous rice. Glutinous rice flour forms the ball, so on the inside it's kind of gooey. It has sort of a mochi-like texture. It reminds me of that, really. Wow. And if you showed me this, I might say that you have some fish balls or something with some sort of gravy on it. It reminds me of that, kind of like the Hong Kong style fish balls. This could be some sort of curry fish ball. I don't know if you're familiar with curry fish balls, but it's very similar looking to this. Wow, this is good. I mean, I would say that I am impressed by Filipino dessert items. I don't see this around the Turo Turo places, so this is a more unique and hard to get item, I would say. Wow. Oh. This is nice. This is a nice way to finish off a Turo Turo outing. Really, wow. Wow, this is good. I'm glad you came along. Please watch my other Filipino videos. I'm thinking you would enjoy those as well. So I'll catch you next time. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please consider subscribing. Take care. I'll catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.